How did you do that? How did you do that?
Today is March 7. I believe it's 7 or 6. I know there was a problem with this clock. This is showing 7. It might be correct now. Yeah, today is the 7th and it's 9:44, which is pretty much 10 o'clock. So I just came from the gym. I did stop at the library just to drop off some books. And before I went to the gym today, I stopped at the supermarket. I went for hot dog bread because my son, my oldest, he wants hot dog for lunch tomorrow. So I went to get that. And I grabbed some bananas. These kids need to eat some sort of a fruit. I'm the only one who's eating the tangerine. And I grabbed this for myself because sometimes when I'm sitting behind the computer, I want to eat something, and I grab these pretzels for me. So today, I didn't really had to go. Well, technically, anytime that I go to the gym, I didn't really have to. It's because it's the lifestyle that I'm trying to upkeep that, I want to be able to move. So that I went to the gym. But today, I had no energy to go to the gym. But yesterday, I did not go because my kids had half a day. So I didn't want to go and then get myself tired, and then I had to go, run around, pick one up, come back, go get the other one. And luckily I did not go to the gym because I would have been exhausted yesterday because the bus took forever to come. And some of the parents, I guess, did not pick up the kids at the bus stop. So my son is the last one to be dropped off, and I ended up waiting for like an hour, if not more, for them to drop him off. That's why sometimes when he has half a day, I rather go pick him up. That way I don't have to wait that long. But I really didn't feel like going take the train and do all that because it's very cold outside. So, but anyway, that's that. I didn't go to the gym because of the kids. But today I pushed myself to go because I don't want to get this confused from a couple months ago where I didn't feel motivated and I didn't have my mindset, and it's not that at all right. I don't know if maybe it's the weather or something like that, but I was just feeling out of it. But it's a different kind of feeling. You will know if that happened to you. You will know the difference between depressed or not being motivated or any kind of feeling. But this is not it. I'm just exhausted, right? And but I pushed myself. I didn't want to work upper body. I could have done any upper body workout that I want because yesterday I did not go. And the last time that I went, which was on Tuesday, I did back. So I rested yesterday. So today I could have worked upper body. So what I decided to do, I just worked legs. And I went I didn't go crazy at all. I didn't even bother recording. That's how I wasn't doing anything extravagant for me to record to explain to you what I was doing. It was very basic. So I did leg lifts. I went upstairs, did leg lifts, did obliques on the both woman chairs. They're right next to each other. I did that, did stretch my lower back and stuff like that. Then I went downstairs. I did the cable step up, and then after that I did leg extension. I did single legs, 2 sets of 16. That's how I usually do like 2 sets of 10, depending on how hard I want to go. But today I did 2 sets of 16 single legs, and then both legs 2 sets of 16. Then I went to hamstring curls, did the same thing, 2 sets of 16. And I did some other way where I held the machine at the I pause like for 4 seconds, if not more, 5 seconds, and then go back again. So that was pretty tiring, even though I went very light, and then I did a lot of repetitions. Then I did the seated calf raises, single legs, 30 pounds. I put my feet, single leg, I put my foot at a different position on the platform. There's a video that I created. I explain how I do this sort of thing. So I did that there, and then I increased the weight with 30 pounds. I did both legs, 16 reps, again, different position on the platform. Each position, it's 16 repetitions. So I ended up doing a lot, even though it's 2 sets. And then my last set was 130 pounds, and I did 2 sets of 10. Then I went to leg press, not the one with the free weights, this one with the cable, with the resistant. The highest that I went, I think it was 60 pounds. That's it, 60 pounds. But I put my feet close stance, at mid-level, close stance, 16 reps, a slightly wide stance, 60 reps, and really wide stance, 60 reps. And then I went lower. I put my feet slightly lower on the platform. I did the same thing, 16 repetition at different position. And then I went higher, and I did the same thing, close, a little bit wide, and then wide stance, 16 reps for each set. And then I did a little calf raises at the end. So that was it. I didn't go crazy. I didn't do anything fancy or anything like that. And then I came home. The reason I didn't want to go too heavy because my feet, my leg, and my left leg is still feeling, every now and then it's twitching. So I don't want to aggravate it a little bit more. So I just wanted the joints to sort of work a little bit, because I haven't pushed myself to do legs that much since the last time I really did it. Like really push myself to go heavy and do some crazy repetition. And I believe I did record that. That was sometime last month. So that's how far I haven't been really doing that much legs. But I think maybe today and another day, I believe I did legs since the last time I really did legs, if I'm making sense here. But yeah, I just didn't want to go too crazy. So while I was at the gym, it seems like, and I had to write this down so I don't forget, because I know I'm gonna be discussing a little bit of my workout, and I will put the same thing that I did on my last video. I'll also, that clip that I'm gonna be talking about, it has to do with macronutrient. I will be putting it on another video for the Fit Mom Life series. So the thing that I was thinking about was that I know a lot of people are looking for help and advice, or they're following people, other professionals out there who probably have YouTube, like The Rock, for instance. The Rock, he be doing some crazy stuff, and he eats a lot. He put a lot of calories in and stuff like that. So while I was at the gym and I was thinking about it and the way that I'm feeling right now, again, it's not being unmotivated. It's just that I don't know if it's I guess I'm just tired, pretty much. I have to deal with the kids and all this stuff. So the idea the thought that came to mind was that you cannot really follow someone's macronutrient or workout technique or habit or stuff like that and apply it to you. Because I don't know if I'm making sense. Usually things make more sense in my head than when I'm explaining it. So pretty much is that everybody has a different way of, a different lifestyle. Some people are more active than others. So if you're not that active, you don't do that much workout, or you don't walk often, or everywhere you go, you drive your car. If you're walking, it's probably just from one block to the next, and that's pretty much it. So they have a term for it where you're not really active and you're sitting behind the computer all the time. So someone who is like that cannot follow someone's The Rock workout. The Rock is very active and he's doing a lot of things, plus he's working out and things like that. So he is pretty much, all those calories that he's putting in, I don't know how many calories, maybe a couple thousand calories per day. Imagine that. So pretty much his lifestyle, he's moving, he's doing things, he's doing exercise, and he's probably doing a lot of action movies where his body is working, right? So that 2,000, let's say 2,000 calories per day. That 2,000 calories per day is out the window pretty much for half of the day, because he is active. Unlike someone who's not active, who's sitting behind the computer most of the days, and they're not really doing anything functional, they're not moving, the body is not working, you cannot take that much calories in because that's gonna build up fat. So like right now, the way that I'm feeling right now, I cannot eat like I was doing when I was doing my one body part per week. So that's my only thing I could refer to if you look at some of the things, because I did record it, and I did did it in a record way to show you guys how I was doing it. So that the way that I was eating, and that when I was following that one body part per week, I cannot do that right now because I'm not feeling that much active for me to follow that same workout. Otherwise, I'm just gonna loading my body with a lot of calories and I'm not burning them out. So people who are very active can take a lot of calories in. Unlike someone who's not really active, they're pretty much just gonna accumulate all those calories in and then become fat and things like that. So I will put a link in terms of macronutrient. That way you guys could follow some of these more professional person who knows what they're talking about. I don't want to pretty much I think I spoke about it many times. I just keep my stuff very simple. I just keep with the 3 macronutrient. It's fat, carbohydrate, and protein. And usually for me, when I work out like today in the morning, the cup of coffee is good enough for me. But if, for instance, I'm working in the, let's say after work or something like that, I'll make sure before I go to the gym, before I leave my office or something like that, I'll take some sort of fat or some sort of carb. That way I could have some energy once I'm at the gym. I'm just going to burn it out. It's not going to stay in my body. Then afterward, once I come home, I'll find some sort of a protein. So, and many times I've done a lot of other videos where I didn't eat well enough before I leave, or that's the time frame that I have, and I have to squeeze that workout in. Before I leave my house, I'll take 2 spoons of peanut butter. Why? Because peanut butter is fat. And by the time I get to the gym, I'll burn it out. It's just that I don't want to be at the gym not having anything in my system to give me that energy. So pretty much, again, I just hope I make sense. You cannot just follow anybody's macronutrient or workout technique, habit or program or something like that if you're not really active the same way that person is. So that's why everybody needs to find a nutritionist, how do you call this, a trainer, to sort of create a plan specifically for them. Usually they will ask you question, what do you do during the day, what sort of activities you do, and how often you do certain things. So, and then, your medical history and all of that will be part of it. So when you speak to a professional, you need to explain all of that, your work habit, how active you are, how inactive you are, and all of this. That way the program could be designed for you. So you can't really follow anybody's program and fit it into yours, and then you're wondering why it's not working. If, for instance, you are a person who's always behind your desk, on a computer, you very rarely walk. Maybe you walk to go get your lunch or something like that, and then you're following someone, let's say like The Rock, who's pretty much active I'll say 24 hours, but most part of the day, and then his calories calories intake pretty much burn out by the time the day is over. So you cannot really follow anybody's macronutrient or work or fitness plan or something like that. Again, I hope I make sense, and I hope that helps. Before I get going, it just came to mind on my last video. I believe I show you guys the soup that I made. And yesterday, which I didn't go anywhere, pretty much just go pick up the kids and back and forth and stuff like that, but I didn't go to the gym. So I ate 2 bowls of the soup. that kept me pretty full. And before I went to bed, I was just craving it. I would say maybe 2 hours before I went to bed, I was craving the soup, and I ate another bowl of it. And by the time I weigh myself, I didn't gain that much, because the things that I have in the soup is not that much fattening. I didn't even put any oil in it. It's mostly water. I did record how I made it. You could, look at the video. So it's just water and seasoning and things like that. And then I put a lot of vegetables and watercress, onions. Again, just look at it. You can see what I put in it. But with all of that in the soup, and I ate 2 bowls of it, and I still didn't gain that much. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I hope those little tips sort of help.